Spine straight. Close your eyes. Take a deep breath in and exhale. Take a deep breath in and exhale. Take a deep breath in. Hold it there. Om. 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 ॐ श्री गणेशाय नमः। ॐ श्री सरस्वत्यै नमः। ॐ श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः। समस्तजनकल्याणे निरतं करुणामयं नमामि चिन्मयं देवं सद्गुरुं ब्रह्मविद्वरं सद्गुरुं ब्रह्मविद्वरं योऽन्तः प्रविश्य मम वाचमिमां प्रसुप्तां सञ्जीवयत्यखिलशक्तिधरस्वधाम्ना अन्यांश्च हस्तचरणश्रवणत्वगादीन् प्राणान्नमो भगवते पुरुषाय तुभ्यम् प्राणान्नमो भगवते पुरुषाय तुभ्यम् ॐ श्री परमात्मने नमः। अथ गीताध्यानम्। ॐ पार्थाय प्रतिबोधितां भगवता नारायणेन स्वयं व्यासेन ग्रथितां पुराणमुनिना मध्ये महाभारतम् अद्वैतामृतवर्षिणीं भगवतीम् अष्टादशाध्यायिनीम् अम्ब त्वामनुसन्दधामि भगवद्गीते भवद्वेषिणीम् नमोऽस्तु ते व्यासविशालबुद्धे फुल्लारविन्दायतपत्रनेत्र येन त्वया भारततैलपूर्णः प्रज्वालितो ज्ञानमयः प्रदीपः प्रपन्नपारिजाताय स्तोत्रवे Why I'm hearing स्तोत्रवे त्रैकपाणये moment there is some
Varshaji, you are in two IDs. That's why it's echoing, I think so.
two IDs. There is oh, but then which is the other ID? Mm,
That picture shows, no, your this thing, that Grah Pravesham photo is back.
host is also, but how to remove the person from it? If I mute it to them, I can mute also the person. Mm,
Now it is on mute.
I,
Earlier it was mic was on.
I am getting a echo. Maybe I'll remove this person and check.
Maybe you can just dial out and dial in.
Okay. I think I managed to remove. Ah, what all technicalities. Is my screen visible? I'm not getting a way to make it as a full screen. I don't know what is. Ah, okay, I got it now. Oh my God. So sorry. Let's begin from the beginning. ॐ पार्थाय प्रतिबोधितां भगवता नारायणेन स्वयं व्यासेन ग्रथितां पुराणमुनिना मध्ये महाभारतम् अद्वैतामृतवर्षिणीं भगवतीम् अष्टादशाध्यायिनी अम्ब त्वामनुसन्दधामि भगवद्गीते भवद्वेषिणी नमोऽस्तु ते व्यासविशालबुद्धे फुल्लारविन्दायतपत्रनेत्र येन त्वया भारततैलपूर्णः प्रज्वालितो ज्ञानमयः प्रदीपः प्रपन्नपारिजाताय स्तोत्रवेत्रैकपाणये ज्ञानमुद्राय कृष्णाय गीतामृतदुहे नमः सर्वोपनिषदो गावः दोग्धा गोपालनन्दनः पार्थो वत्सः सुधीर्भोक्ता दुग्धं गीतामृतं महत् वसुदेवसुतं देवं कंसचाणूरमर्दनं देवकी परमानन्दं कृष्णं वन्दे जगद्गुरुम् भीष्मद्रोणतटा जयद्रथजला गान्धारनीलोत्पला शल्यग्राहवती कृपेण वहनी कर्णेन वेलाकुला अश्वत्थामविकर्णघोरमकरा दुर्योधनावर्तिनी सोत्तीर्णा खलु पाण्डवैरणनदी कैवर्तकः केशवः पाराशर्यवचः सरोजममलं गीतार्थगन्धोत्कटम् नानाख्यानककेसरं हरिकथा सम्बोधना बोधितम् लोके सज्जन षट्पदैरहरहः ते पीयमानं मुदा भूयाद्भारत पङ्कजं कलिमलप्रध्वंसिन श्रेयसे मूकं करोति वाचालं पङ्गुं लङ्घयते गिरिं यत्कृपातमहं वन्दे परमानन्दमाधवम् यं ब्रह्मा वरुणेन्द्ररुद्रमरुतः स्तुन्वन्ति दिव्यैस्तवैः वेदैः साङ्गपदक्रमोपनिषदैः गायन्ति यं सामगाः ध्यानावस्थिततद्गतेन मनसा पश्यन्ति यं योगिनः यस्यान्तन्न विदुःसुरासुरगणाः देवाय तस्मै नमः देवाय तस्मै नमः Pranams to the Lord. Pranams to all the Mahatmas in tonight's Gita session. Yes, so we are in this beautiful phase of 6th chapter where dhyana is getting talked about. How to sit. We have just entered that, and we are going to see now deeper what we have to do after arranging the place. How many of you had joined the meditation of 21 days when I had taken it? Padmaji, yes, I know. Others, anybody? No? Okay. So what I'll do, that is been well documented in a Google Drive. I'll post the Google Drive. Because after today's verses, you need to implement it somewhere, and you will start from tomorrow onwards for 21 days. So our 3 classes from now, that would be your last day of the meditation. So in that, whatever you are going to learn today, it's been there and more into it. So 3 weeks, 21 days is divided as, in the first week, we have done a Saguna Brahma Dhyana. That Lord with all the attributes. because that's where we can imagine Lord, what to meditate on, right? So meditate on a tree or a sand or a stone is not possible. We need something higher because mind travels very easily. And the highest is our Lord only. And since we are doing Gita again, it's Krishna only. So in that, luckily, the meditation is on Krishna only. We have used Narayaniam Bhagavatam as the base, the description of the Lord as per the scriptures has been mentioned over there. And you progress through, like how the eyes are, smile is, how is the Lord, that you are sitting in a state of meditation and thinking, just follow. It's a guided meditation. So just follow the instructions. Then, as the first week is finishing, slowly, then we go a little higher. We go to the Nirguna Brahma Jnana. So, when there is no guna, then what do we meditate on? Correct. So, that's the point. So, if the Lord is blue, that is a guna. If the Lord is having basari, that is a guna. Padma, the lotus eyes, lotus leg, lotus hand, lotus mouth, guna. All that we can imagine, but something who is beyond that, how to imagine. So in that we have done some Nirguna Brahma Dhya. That goes in the second week. And in the third week, we have done some Mahavakya Vichara. So from each of the Vedas, Rugyajus, Atharva, Sama, from each of the Vedas, one Upanishad we have taken. And from that one Upanishad, one Mahavakya has been taken, of which first 4 days we have just taken one Mahavakya, that how on one Mahavakya we can do a meditation. And then on the last 3 days, the other 3 Vedas have been covered. And that's how the 3 weeks course will finish. So I would suggest, since we are in this chapter, I'll start from tomorrow onwards for 3 weeks, so that somewhere you will put it in the practice. And by the time of those 3 weeks, we should be completing the chapter also. And then you are revising the chapter and you get the bala of the chapter of your studies, of your swadhyay. We can do it. Okay. So I'll post soon after the class this Google Drive link. Don't jump into different days anyhow, randomly don't pick. Go as per the 1, 2, 3, 4 day, 1 day, 2 day, 3 only. Okay. And then before you start,
What's
there are
the
some
duration?
instructions. Let it be. You each day the duration is changing, so don't worry on that. Um, it was intended to be 5-10 minutes, but it has not become 5-10 minutes. It's more than that. But nothing is going beyond half an hour, so don't worry. Then what I was saying, yeah. So before you do that, in that same Google Drive, there is one PDF of instructions. So do read those instructions before you sit for pranayam. And this is what today we are going, before you sit for meditation, because pranayam is preceded before that meditation. Because what we did last week was, not the last week, the week before, we saw number 11 and this 12th verse, that where Shuchau Deshe, in a clean place, you have to have Sthira Asana, you must have, which is not high or which is not low. Then Mana Ekagram Krutva, how to concentrate on the mind. And then how to Yata Chitta Indriya Kriyaha, how to rest, give a rest for them. And then Pavishyasana Yunjat Yoga. Then when you sit, you have to do. So this much we have seen, but we are going to go ahead today with verse number 13, where it is going to say Samam Kaya Shira Grivam, your body, your head, your neck, how it has to be straight, and how you have to hold your tension. It's going to come today. So in that link which I'm going to share, what I have found that when we sit for a meditation, we come from different interactions with the world. So suddenly a meditation is not possible. So over there, we have taken pranayam as our alamba. So in the first day only, you will get instructions. Remaining days, there is no pranayam instruction. But it is understood that you are going to do the pranayam and then get into meditation. So a simple Nadi Shuddhi pranayam is done, where you hold your hand in a particular way all of us might be knowing, but still I'll say our ring finger and the thumb is going to do the opening and closing of the nostril. Nothing else is moving. Only these two fingers are moving to open and close the nostril. The ring finger and the thumb, okay, of the right hand. Then the middle finger is simply bent in and the index finger is placed in the eyebrow center. So this bent in finger is placed on the nose tip and it is going to be like this. So nothing else, head and all is not moving. Only these two, ring and the thumb, are doing the opening and closing of the nostrils. Nothing else is moving. A whole body is steady, straight. You're not going back and forward. Neck is not going up and down as you breathe in or no other movement. Only these two fingers. And the left hand will be in the chin mudra position. Okay, I'll kept palms facing upwards on your knee. So all these instructions will be only in the first day audio. Rest every day you have to follow the pranayam and then get into the meditation. Okay. So please do that. Take it as a 3 weeks challenge of meditation. Get into that whole thing. It will be very helpful. Not for this only the chapter, but henceforth also that somewhere something will start in life. Some sadhana to start. Okay. So now let's get into today's verses. Verse number 13 onwards, we shall start. Arunji. समङ्काय शिरो ग्रीवम्
Samankaya shiro grivam
धारयन्नचलं स्थिरः
dharayannachalam sthiraha
सम्प्रेक्ष्य नासिकाग्रं स्वम्
samprekshya nasikagram swam
दिशश्चानवलोकयन्
dishashchanavalokayan Samankaya shiro grivam dharayannachalam sthiraha सम्प्रेक्ष्येनासिकाग्रं स्वं दिशश्चानवलोकयन्.
Perfect. It's bright and sunny. Oh, you are in US now, right, Arunji?
Yes,
With your
ma'am.
grandchild.
Yes,
What is the time? 7, 8 o'clock?
7 a.m.
Hmm. Now let's do the Sandhi Vigraha Padacheda Samam as it is. Kaya Shiro Grivam is Samastapada, so we don't break anything over there. Dharayan Achalam, what happens over there?
What I've got here is Dharyan plus Achalam.
Correct.
You know,
Achalam.
Dharayan, na is Halanta na and
yep,
Achalam. So one
Achalam.
na goes and in another na's place a comes. What Sandhi?
Yes. Yeah, now that's a challenge. I couldn't find what Sandhi was that. Uh, where we get replaced, Vyanjan gets added.
What Sandhi?
Anunasik?
Anunasik. And what is Namudagama Sandhi? Can anybody see the rule? Namudagama Sandhi.
So, yes. Actually, this is Tamagundum Sandhi. Tasmin plasi
Namudagama
iti
Sandhi.
tasminiti. Yes, yes. Yes, I
Yeah.
think now I
So
got it.
that is,
Thank you.
so it's a Namudagama Sandhi. Our Sandhi rules, somebody just make one list, Swara Sandhi 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and one example over there. And then Vyanjana Sandhi, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think we have done 12 or 13 over there. Put all the names and one example over there. And post it in the group. So it will be one handy thing we will remember all the names and it will. So who is taking the responsibility of doing it?
I can try that.
Oh, thank you, Arunji. I'm taking your grandson's time from you.
No, it's okay. I mean, she is still sleeping most of the time, so it's okay.
Oh, okay, got it.
Granddaughter, yes,
Yes.
no problem. I'll try.
Yes. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and not more than one line, like that only. So then it will be in front of our eyes. Okay.
Okay.
Over there. Over. Then dharayan achala namudagama sandhi stiraha. Okay. Then sampreksha as it is nasikagram. We are going to take it as a samasta pada only. Nasikagram. Swam as it is dishashchanavalokayan. What happens over there?
So this become Dishaha plus Cha.
Yes. Dishaha plus cha and then
Uh, so this is a Visarg Sandhi.
yes. Visarga
Um,
shakara has happened. And
Sakara.
then
After that,
Ana Avalokayan.
oh yes.
Anavalokayan.
Okay.
So
Yes.
anavalokayan. 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 So this is cha. Anavalokayan. Savarna dirgha sandhi happens over there. Cha and anas Savarna dirgha sandhi. Okay. Na samam. Sama means straight. Samam. If we have done our physical training in Hindi instruction, Vishra, then Sama. So that Sama is straight, stand at ease and attention. So this Sama. Kaya is the body, Shira is the head, Griva is the neck. So the spine has to be straight. And in align with the spine, this means the body, the head and the neck also has to be kept straight. So in the seat of meditation, we are not slouching. So I got one of the our devotees who was doing my meditation said she had a good sleep. So why she has a good sleep? Because she put on the meditation and then she was lying on the bed listening to it like a yoga nidra and slept off. Instructions are going on one side and she has slept. Bedtime meditation. No, nothing wrong in that, but the purpose is what? To keep the spine straight and to have a ekagra chitta, to keep the mind steady, because if we don't give some work to the mind will search some thought 25 years ago, what will happen? From today, 25 years later, is my fear, and I'm living that fear now only. Anything can happen when we don't give a mind some work to do. So, in the why we are doing meditation? Meditation we are doing so that we have his thought at a constant level. Continuously, we are holding on one particular thought. If 5:30 India time, we have to start the session. Even before that time, I'm thinking 5:30 the class has to start. In the thought it is there, then at 5:30 the class can start. Then to get ready, to make the laptop ready, then that class will start. But suddenly it is not starting. So any action is first preceded in the thought level. So when we hold a higher thought, then the action will happen towards it. Our evolution will happen. Otherwise, khao, pio, maja karo, make merry. That was not, the purpose of our life. The human life is to evolve to higher state of consciousness. But for that, the training has to be done. And this is one part, meditation. So our first week when we are doing, we can call our first week Saguna Brahma Dhyana as a meditation. But when it comes to a Nirguna Brahma Dhyana or when it comes to Mahavakya Vichara, then it is not called meditation. It's not called Dhyana that time. Then it is called as contemplation, Nididhyasana. what we have learned, those attributes we take the scriptures help and we live that in our thought. Okay, if we take from our second chapter, achedyoyam, adahyoyam, akledya, shoshya, evacha. What second chapter of Gita is it is saying, right? So then we say achedya, okay, this atma cannot be cut, atma cannot be burned, atma cannot get wet, akledya, it cannot become wet, it cannot get dried. So now these are attributes. So you're not thinking of a particular Atma in a shape or a form, but it is getting pointed out to that. Correct. So that part where you are bringing the Veda Vakyas, Upanishada Vakyas, and you are trying to see that Nirguna Brahma through some of the Vakya Nirdesha, it is a Nididhyasa. Okay, a higher state it is. So why I'm saying, because you are going to do it from tomorrow onwards. So tomorrow onwards 1 week will be dhyana and then it is going to be nididhyasana. So now over here that method is given, that sama kaya shira griva has to happen, and then dharayan achalam, you're not moving the body, holding the body, sthiraha. Not okay, my hand is paining by doing 6 rounds of pranayam. Then you need one support like this. You hold the hand. Then I'm sitting straight. Then okay. Then slowly wherever whatever is back, going leaning or then bending forward. If the table is in front, hand is resting on the table. Somewhere the body tries to move, or if you're sitting cross leg, then you release the cross leg. If you're sitting with the on the chair with the legs hanging down, then you bring the leg up. So many body movements. 5 minutes, within 5 minutes, body has moved. So it is already told over here. First, only sit in such a comfortable position that it is achalaha and it is thira. Your asana has to be firm. Body move means mind also moves. Okay. You'll see when people are memorizing, they keep doing like this. Or when they are chanting continuously, because mind is not on the name and the meaning. Finish of that Sahasranam Archana. Body is moving, mind is also moving. But if the body was kept straight while doing the Archana, automatically the mind is going on the name only. So this particular word, achalam sthira, is very, very important. Even for kids, when we are, so let's say we are unfortunate to take their homework or the studies, first we'll say, why are you moving so much? Sit still for a while, right? We do say that. Because if the something and something they're keeping on moving, and then we automatically say, that's why you are not getting it. Just be little calm. Just hold yourself. So same thing we will have to apply on ourselves, that when we are sitting for meditation, we will have to hold the body achala. We have to, and also firm. Okay, and sthira also. Over. First line. Then second line. Some prekshya, our lyabantavya. Some prekshya means some is perfectly. Prekshya, seeing. Perfectly seeing. Nasikagram. Nasika is the nose. Tip of the nose. You're saying close the eyes. And now you're saying see the tip of the nose. Then like this, if you will sit and do and squint yourself to the nose tip, finish. You are not supposed to actually see the tip of the nose. Okay. You will squint your eyes and you will get a headache. That is not to be done. Eyes are closed, and in the mind of your in the eye of your mind, you are just concentrating your vision as though it is on the nose tip, but it is actually you're not bringing your eyeballs on the nose tip. So you can try that now. You can close your eyes. You're not moving your eyeballs to the nose tip, but in your mind, you're bringing the attention focused. Are you getting that difference? When you actually see to the nose tip, you're squinting your eyes, you're bringing your eyeballs in the center. That is not to be done. So nasikagra means in the mental eye, you are, so that means what? The focus is getting developed. Okay. So you will not develop a headache. But literal word meaning if you will take nasikagram, you will get a headache. So not to do that. Swam means your own nasikagram you should see, not open your eyes and see what your spouse is doing correctly or not and start finding fault with the spouse. Not that. It's your own private time. You are not doing with anybody else. You are not seeing also who is doing how. Then dishaha, directions. Anavalokayan, not looking here and there. See? So a spouse is out of question only. So you can, this is your own private time. You are not seeing here and there. And with your eyes closed, you're staying with the still body perfect and with your mind focused. Okay. Let's go for the next verse. Samankaya shiro grivam dharayannachalam sthiraha samprekshanasikagram swam dishaschanavalokayan avalokayan to see, annavalokayan not seeing, dishaha here and there, not looking around. Okay. Sumati. Number 14. Prashantatma vigatabhihi.
प्रशान्तात्मा विगतभिः
The bhi is dirgha. Brahmachari vrate sthitaha.
ब्रह्मचारिव्रते स्थितः
Manasayamyamachchittaha.
मनः संयम्य मच्चित्तः
Yukta asita matparaha.
युक्त आसीत मत्परः प्रशान्तात्मा विगतभिः ब्रह्मचारिव्रते स्थितः मनः संयम्य मच्चित्तः युक्त आसीत मत्परः.
Yes. So let's do the Padachedana. Prashantatma as it is. Vigata bhir brahmachari vrate sthita. What happens? We have already done it in the chanting. Vigata bhihi. So Visarga's Rekha has happened. The Pada was ending over there. So we have opened the Sandhi already. Brahmachari vrate as it is. Sthita as it is. Manaha as it is. Sanyamya as it is. Matchittaha. What happens over there? Same. Mat chittaha only. Mat chittaha. Takara has become chakara. What? Chutva.
Yes.
Okay. Yukta, asita, mat, paraha as it is. Now let us see what happens. Prashanta Atma. Mind is calm. With an agitated mind, we cannot do any meditation. Mind is calm. Vigata bhihi. Bhi, fear. Vigata, fearless. Bhi is fear, dar. Vigata bhi, beyond fear. Brahmachari vrata, control of the sense organs. Most of us sense organs are what? Upastha and jivha. Food and joy, upastha. sex. Brahmachari Vrata, so many rishis are having grihasthashramis. So are they not brahmachari? So then it is directed in only one angle, one way, and there is certain rules of how you follow brahmachari vrata. Even food, if we eat anyhow, gives problem or not. So any sense overdrive is a problem. So specifically brahmachari is said because that is the toughest sense organ to control. But it means control of all the sense organs. In Chandogya Upanishad, it is said, ahara means what? So ahara, we think food taken through our mouth. But Chandogya Upanishad says, any sense organ taking their sense vishaya is food for that sense organ. Sound heard by ear, that sound is the food for the ear. Things seen by eyes, that rupa is a food for the eyes. Hot, cold, whatever, rough, smooth, sparsha is the food for the twak. Sparshanendriya. Likewise, smell. So food is not only the food that is being taken through the sense organ rasana indriya, jivhendriya. It is not only that. Other organs, whatever they consume is also food. Chandogya Upanishad says that very clearly. So Brahmachari Vrata, we have to take it in that sense only, that all the sense organs, we have streamlined and using it perfectly under our control. So normally what happens, recently I went for a wedding, no? Ate nicely. So when you see the wedding food for 3 days, morning, evening, night, you eat. There is no restraint, no, in the wedding feast. But there are people, whether it is wedding or whether it is whatever, they eat only that much. So we should develop that kind of a restraint and not get tempted to see everything. Brahmachari vrate sthitaha. Sthitaha is the firm. Firmness has been there. But then after doing that, what happens? Manas sanyamya. So it is our lyabantavya. Sanyamya. Mana, having controlled the mind, streamline the mind. Matchittaha yuktaha. Matchittaha in me. Mind is thinking on me. So this part is our first week of our meditation. Krishna is saying what? Sit straight, control your indriyas and think of me. This particular you will experience in the first few days of that audio. We are bringing Krishna over there in our meditation and we'll be thinking of Krishna because he has said, Matchittaha, Manasanyamya, bring that over there. Yukta Asita, Yuktaha is balanced. And Asita, he is sitting there, Mat Paraha, that I am his highest goal. Paraha is the highest. So in our meditation practice from tomorrow, we are going to hold that only. That the meditation, 3 weeks that we are going to do, let us lead to the highest goal of a human being, that is to know the own self. But to know our own self, we don't believe in ourself. Our mind knows what all papa karmas we have done and what are our flaws. So we take Krishna in between. Then that saguna becomes nirguna. That nirguna goes to Mahavakya Vichara, which becomes us. So this purification is going to be a very beautiful process for next 3 weeks. प्रशान्तात्मा विगतभीः ब्रह्मचारिव्रते स्थितः मनः संयम्य मच्चित्तः युक्तः आसीत मत्परः paraha. Balama. Number 15. Yunjannevam sadatmanam.
युञ्जन्नेवं सदात्मानं
Yogi niyatamaanasaha.
योगी नियतमानसः
Shantim nirvana paramam.
शान्तिं निर्वाणपरमां
Matsamsthamadhigacchati. Ahaha.
मदिगच्छ
No. Matsamstha.
मत्संस्था
Matsamsthamadhigacchati.
मत्संस्थामधिगच्छति
Hmm.
युज्यन्नेवं
Yunja,
सदा
yunja, yunja. Not yujja,
युज्य
yunja. Yunja,
युञ्ज
yunja.
युञ्जन्नेवं सदात्मानं योगी नियतमानसः शान्तिं निर्वाणपरमां मत्संस्थमधिगच्छति
Very good. Thank you, ma. Let's do the Padacheda. Yunjannevam, what happens over there?
Yunjan
Yunjan, Yunjan plus Evam.
similar to
Yunjan plus Evam, what Sandhi?
Then
Yeah.
That,
Con-
which we did little. So what
similar to
is the name? Nyahudagama Sandhi. Huh. Okay. Yunjannevam. Same Sandhi has come. Nyahudagama Sandhi. Sadatmanam. Sada. Atmanam. Savarna Dirgha Sandhi. Sada always. Atmanam. Then yogi as it is. Niyata manasaha as it is. Shantim as it is. Nirvana paramam. Keeping us both together, same word. Mat samstham. Adhi gachati. They have just joined all the words together. Mat samstham adhi gachati. Okay. So yunjan evam. In this way, yunjan. Adding joining the mind, that is keeping the mind in balance. Sada always. Atmanam, the self, yogi, that yogi, niyata manasaha. Niyata manasa, mind, niyata, controlled mind, shantim, to shanti, dvitiya vibhakti. So, to shanti, nirvana paramam, again, dvitiya vibhakti, to moksha, nirvana, mat samstham, in me, abiding in me, gat adhi gachati, reaches what? Reaches this shanti, reaches this. So what? So keeping this mind balance, that yogi who is practicing with his mind control attains shanti, attains moksha by abiding in me. You all want that, right? What is moksha? Something to be achieved after death? No. Something which is to be achieved now
Even
while living.
now.
So moksha is what? What is moksha?
Freedom from the shackles of the mind.
Shackles of the mind, yes. Freedom. Moksha is freedom. Freedom from bondage. Different kinds of shackles we have. We have our family, we have our likes, dislikes, so many. We have bound ourselves. So our original nature is infinite happiness, Sat Chit Ananda. But we have forgotten. We think I am incomplete. If I get a wife, I will be happy. If I will build a house, I will be happy. If I get this branded clothing, I will be happy. If I'll buy jewelry, I will be happy. So if I'll get material things, if I'll get people, relationship, or if I'll get some experiences pleasant, conducive to me, I will be happy. Otherwise, I'm not happy. This is our belief, ignorance. But we are of the nature of happiness. We don't have to get something to be happy. Our nature is happiness. Realizing that nature is moksha, free from bondage. Right now, I am bound. I am bound to people, thing, experience. That if I get this as per my liking choice, I will be happy. We have postponed the happiness into future tense. Presently also I'm happy. No, I'm not, because she has this and I don't have it. My brother bought this, but I didn't. My spouse said this, but that spouse didn't say this. That spouse treats this wife or husband so that my spouse treats me. We have made some khichdi in our mind already. Why that khichdi happens? Because of taratama bhava of sattva rajas tamas. Why this taratama bhava of sattva rajas tamas? Because the way we lead life, eat food is problem. Where what it is going to lead to, that is going to come in the next verse that we will see. We are only our problem, which we have seen the 5th verse of this chapter. And we are only going to release ourselves from our problem. Number 5 verse, always bring it. Who is the cause of our problem? Why are we in a trouble? Because of us. Who is going to take out of the trouble? We will only take out of it. Knowledge is only the key. Ignorance is a problem. That's why we say darkness and light. Tamaso ma jyotirgamaya. You don't want to be in ignorance. You want to go with knowledge. प्रशान्तात् युञ्जन्नेवं सदात्मानं योगी नियतमानसः शान्तिं निर्वाणपरमां मत्संस्थामधिगच्छति. गायत्री मा. Number 16. नात्यश्नतस्तु योगोऽस्ति
नात्यश्नतस्तु योगोऽस्ति
न चैकान्तमनस्. Say. No problem. Say.
नात्यश्चनस्तु योगोऽस्ति.
First you said correctly. Natyashna.
नात्यश्नतस्तु योगोऽस्ति.
Correct. न चैकान्तमनश्नतः.
न चैकान्तमनश्नतः
न चाति स्वप्नशीलस्य.
न चाति स्वप्नशीलस्य
जाग्रतो नैव चार्जुन.
जाग्रतो नैव चार्जुन नात्यश्नतस्तु योगोऽस्ति न चैकान्तमनश्नतः न चाति स्वप्नशीलस्य जाग्रतो नैव चार्जुन.
Good. So let's do the Sandhi Vicheda. What is the first word? Who will say?
Na ati ashnatastu
Ashnataha
Plus two.
and tu.
अश्नतः अस्तु.
So na
Not
ati.
astu.
So na atyashnataha. Na atyashnataha. Savarna dirgha sandhi. Between na and atyashnataha. Ati plus ashnataha yan sandhi. Ashnataha and tu visarga sandhi sakara. So 3 sandhis are there. Natyashnatastu na ati ashnataha tu. Okay. Yogosti. What happens there?
विसर्गसन्धि
Yogo.
योगः अस्ति.
Yeah, but yogaha, before that, what happens then? That avagraha is also there. So purva roop is also there. Okay. Na chaikantam ashnataha. What happens over there?
न च
Cha.
एकान्त
Nachaikantam anashnataka.
Correct. Na is anyway separate. Cha ekantam ashnataha. What sandhi?
Vriddhi.
Between cha and
Vriddhi.
a, chai
Vriddhi
has
Sandhi.
happened. Vriddhi.
That's
Yes.
Vriddhi
Between
Sandhi.
cha and a, vriddhi sandhi. And ekantam ashnataha, they have just joined together. Ekantam
Mhm.
ashnataha. First line over. Next. Nachati swapna shilasya. What happens over there?
न च अति दीर्घ
Ha. Ati swapnashilasya. So cha plus ati. Chati swavarna dirgha sandhi. Savarna dirgha sandhi. Jagrato
Jagratah.
jagrataha.
Jagrataha.
Okay. And
Na
naiva
plus ayva. Na plus eva.
na plus eva. What sandhi?
Vriddhi
Vriddhi.
Sandhi.
Vriddhi sandhi. Naiva charjuna.
Cha plus Arjuna.
Cha,
Arjuna.
cha plus Arjuna, charjuna. What happens? What sandhi?
Savarna Dirgha.
Savarna dirgha has happened. Good. So, na ati ashnataha tu. Ati ashnataha. Ashna is to eat. Shana. Ati ashna is to overeat. So, one who is overeating, like I did in the wedding for past 3 days. 3 days I ate and I've come nicely, happily. And then what did I do? Some Narayaniam we are memorizing, okay, in the group every day we have to post. So when you are sitting and eating nicely, you can't post in the group. I didn't post for 3 days in my Narayaniam group. Very happily. All this happens. If we are wandering in the world, we can't think spirituality and this will go together. Focus diverts. The more indriyas are spread out, all that focus goes. So then are we going to be anti-social? No, we should learn to bounce back, not to remain over there. Come back on our track. If we remain over there, finish. Gone case. Nowhere, nothing will happen. So we will have to wisely choose how often, how much, how long. Oops. But my connection was that my laptop says battery is low. This is something. Just give me a minute. Today, so many vignas. Huh? From the beginning, there are vignas. I'm sorry. I had connected it and switched on everything, but that intermittent one wire is there. So that was on a loose connection. So it didn't charge for so long. And then this flashed. So sorry. So what we are saying that this worldly thing and cannot go together. We have to, if for whom? For people like us who are in between, where we are neither so much down nor neither we have gone up. Somewhere in between no, we are. But once we are up, then in the world also we will be able to enjoy his bliss. Now when we visit the world, we enjoy the world and we forget him. But if we take effort and go one more step higher, one more, then in the world we will see him and we'll enjoy him in the world. People will not know that, but we know what we are enjoying. That stage has to happen. As a sadhaka, this is high time now we change into that mode. So we will be attending marriages. But what are we seeing over there? Srinivasa and Lakshmi Kalyana, Uma Maheshwara marriage. We should have eye to see that. When we are eating, it is his food, his prasad we are eating. So when we bring such a thought in the mind, that change slowly comes. We don't have to be anti-social. We have to see the world via Lord. We don't have to go directly in the world. We will be still enjoying only. So there, the change is necessary. So now coming back to this point. So one who eats too much. Yogaha asti, that yoga is nacha ekantam. Ekanta, one who is at solitude, is not at all at solitude. And anashnataha, the last word. Nacha ekantam anashnataha. Ashnataha is to eat. Anashnataha is to not eat. So one who is eating too much or one who is not eating at all, both are problem creators. Second line, nacha ati swapna shilasya, who is having habit to sleep so much, bring tamas only. There are people who like to sleep. Any given time, what you get is spend in sleeping, wasting time. And the other people are also there. Jagrataha. Those who don't want to sleep only, staying awake continuously. When they sleep, when they get up, God alone knows they sleep or not. Problem. Those people are also problem. So for them, yogaha na. To be in this yogic state is going to be difficult. Which this meditation. Those who eat too much or those who don't eat at all. Those who sleep too much or those who stay awake. Either when you are taking these extremes, yoga is not meant for them. It is impossible to be in the state of yoga. Either you are thinking of food or you have not eaten, so also you are thinking of food. Either you are sleeping too much, so much in tamas, or you have not slept. That's why mind is thinking of sleep or you are just activating. Mind cannot be kept steady in either of these four conditions. So we should not. So always that Madhya Marga is best. The middle path is the best. Natyashnatastu yogosti nachaikantamanashnataha nachati swapnashidasya jagrato naiva charjuna. Time is up, but we'll do one more verse. Padmaji has not done it. So Padmaji, please come. Number 17. Very important verse. If you don't memorize anything else, memorize this shloka. Yuktahara viharasya.
Yuktahara viharasya.
Yukta cheshtasya karmasu.
Yukta cheshtasya karmasu.
Yukta swapnavabodhasya.
Yukta swapnavabodhasya.
Yogo bhavati dukkhaha.
Yogo bhavati dukkhaha. Yuktahara viharasya. Yukta cheshtasya karmasu. Yukta swapnavabodhasya. Yogo bhavati dukkhaha.
Very important verse. First let us do the padacheda. Yuktahara viharasya is a samasta pada because the Shashti Vibhakti has come at the end of viharasya. So aharasya, viharasya. So in ahara and vihara, both who are yukta. Of those, apostrophe S, Shashti Vibhakti. So this is a samasta pada. We don't do a sandhi vichcheda over there. There's no sandhi. Yukta cheshtasya. So the one who is having yukta cheshta. Karmasu, our saptami vibhakti, in the actions. Yukta
in context. Yukta is
Yukta?
in context. Is in control.
Yukta is in control. Yukta is one who has integrated. So, one who is together into it. Is Yukta. Swarana Yukta Chavanprash. Have you heard that advertised? They do know somebody there. You have that Yukta. Means that is integrated. That Swarana is in gold is integrated in that Chavanprash. So this Yukta, the person is integrated with the virtues, what has been said, who follows the yoga. Okay. So Yukta now, Swapna and Avabodhasya. So like how Ahara and Viharasya, like that Swapna and Avabodhasya. Avabodha is that waking state. Swapna is the sleeping state. Yogaha, in that person, in that person, yogaha bhavati dukkha ha. Dukkha ha means removing. Ha is removing. Harati. Remover of sorrow. So one who has balance in ahara and vihara, actions, swapna and avabodha, sleeping and wakefulness. In that person, the yoga will be removing the sorrow. But I will enjoy food whenever I want. I will sleep whenever I want. The kids talk like that, huh? They are very super good awake at 12 o'clock, 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock also they are awake. Ask them to wake up at 7 o'clock. Even if they sleep at 9 o'clock, 7 o'clock they don't get up. Eat on time, you have to go screaming behind them. No. The pizza order will be there only at 1 o'clock in the night. So eat food at any time and eat whatever. The pizza only has to come. These days kids eat non-veg also. And these days kids drink also. And they, even if they don't smoke directly, they will have this something called as vape. Okay. So you cannot figure out that vaping what they do. Kids do it. God only knows from what, but this is not yukta. The personality, that's why when a problem comes, they get shattered. They don't know to face life. They don't know to stand strong. Then they remember their parents. Then the parents have to come for the rescue. That parents maybe some crore car they will take and run out at 1 o'clock when the roads are free. Why they want to race, put the music high, they want to race. But do they know to control that car? They don't know to control that. Then what happens? Accident happens. If car something happens, that's no problem. Or the child is alive also, no problem. But they will kill somebody else's child on the road and come. Then what? There's no yukta in the action. Personality is disintegrating. We see this. We see this very often. Kids do this. Somewhere parents' problem only because not instilled values from beginning, and then suddenly you want to instill value means from where it will come. And you don't have to instill value by teaching. Parents have to behave properly. That from the childhood, if that child has seen, then it will automatically integrate into that child. But in the house, he is seeing something else, and then he is being taught and Upadesha is something else. It's not going to register. He will question you. You are going for the party, you drink that day. So these days, what the father only says, son, okay, you don't go out and drink, you sit and drink with me only. Come on. That is the problem. That he should not drink out today. He will sit till he gets introduced. Tomorrow, he's not going to sit with you. He'll question you. You sit with your friends. I have my own set of friends. Then he's gone out of your control. Then you can't say that you are not listening to me. Kids learn from watching, not by upadesha. If you hold yourself yukta, it will seep into that genes. This is like, I will behave in whichever way you want, but you should behave correctly. If this is said, with child, these child question now, they have got their phone in their hand, the whole world is in their hand, they think. Everything Google Baba should answer, they put in and they get it. As long as you fill in their GPay accounts, they are happy. You don't need direct currency also. You keep on topping up their bank. Problem, it can't give happiness for long. The riches can't bring happiness. Arrogance can't bring happiness. Yukta cheshta has to happen. Yukta ahara has to happen. Yukta vihara also has to happen. Which child likes to go to temple? My kids in my class, they said, Varshama, when are you going for your next temple round? My kids have asked me. They found very exciting going with that. But I rarely see kids ask, when are you going for the temple? You take me to the temple. If that happens, it will be so nice. Actions have to speak. They will see what dharmic act you are doing. You don't have to teach that. Like I say, I've seen my father doing this. I keep on saying so many. I saw my mother doing this. That time I have not liked whatever they are doing, okay? But now, so that registered memory comes back. It doesn't go anywhere. The samskar comes. So when at a time, it surfaces up. Yukta swapnava bodhasya. Come whatever may, get up in the morning. That afternoon, don't sleep. Automatically in the night, you will start sleeping. One day have to suffer. Then the cycle will set. Then that practice will remove sorrow. So the Lakshmi Vasa comes where there is this Shuchi in the nature, in the Svabhava, in the practice, in the Ahara, in the Vihara, in the Cheshta, in the Karma, in the Swapna, and in the Avabodha. So very crucial verse. On the Ahara, please search. I posted the YouTube link if you have not attended the talk on Shastra with Ahara. If you have missed that, then I'll post the YouTube link where you can hear about the food that Ayurveda has said. Because our all Upanishads are Moksha Shastra. They are not Sharira Shastra. For Sharira Shastra, we will have to turn to Ayurveda, which is a part of Atharva Veda. Ayurveda is not a Moksha Shastra. It talks about Sharira only. It is our Shastra. So we will have to go to Ayurveda because it is from our Shastra. It is not something different. Like for Bharatnatyam, it is our Shastra. So I will have to go to the Natya Shastra, which is our part of our Veda. It is not completely isolated, a new thing. So Vedas, Vedangas, these become important. Our Shastric view we should hold on to. There is death because ultimately it will link to Brahman, highest, Paramatma. Through any Shastra on the periphery, it leads because the same thread is seeped through the Shastras. We have to hold our Shastras. Okay. Let's stop here because in 4 minutes daily Gita has to start. Next week we will continue. So the meditation link I'm posting start from tomorrow. Shastra with Ahara YouTube talk I'm posting as and when you are cooking or watching, just watch that once, listen to that once. Q&A session was taken. I'll post that link also. So if you have got similar questions, it might get answered into that. Yuktahara viharasya yukta cheshtasya karmasu yukta swapnavabodhasya yogo bhavati dukkhaha. Till next Wednesday, let's end today's session. Om Purnamadav Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om. Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om. Shri Krishna Arpanamastu. Hari Om, everyone. Thank you for
Hari Om
joining.
Ji, Hari Om. Doctor.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Namaste.
Namaste, Ji. Thank you.
Guruji, my friend wants to join this. So shall I give her number to your
Yes, to you, so that I will add her to the community, then she can join any of the classes.
yes.
And like this, if something happens, you're not able to communicate, you can share the class link with her first to join,
Yes.
and then you can share her contact with me. So then the time is not wasted for her. So in my India number, you share the contact.
Okay, ma'am.
So from where you have got the today's class link, that's my India number. On that, you share me her contact. Don't use my Singapore number.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. Hari Om. Hari Om.
Hari Om, Varsha ji.
Hari Om, my dear.